One small coin that changed hands across the markets of Manila in 1989 now holds secrets worth far more than its face value, from presidential portraits to rare mint marks. This 2-peso coin hides a story of power currency evolution, economic crisis, and national identity. And if you think it's just another coin in your pocket, wait until you find out how one version of it could be worth hundreds of times more than its original value. In the late 1980s, the Philippines stood at the crossroads of history, having recently emerged from the shadows of dictatorship and heading into a new era of democracy, economic reform, and national rebuilding. The 2-peso coin, minted in 1989 during the administration of President Corazon Aquino, became not just a medium of exchange, but a symbol of transition identity and national pride. To truly understand the historical significance and potential value of this coin, we need to travel back through time, look at the socio-political conditions of the era, examine the mintage process, the engravings, the portrait featured, and the metal composition of the coin itself. This is not just a metallic piece. It is a time capsule of Filipino resilience and transformation. The 2-peso coin in 1989 was part of the Flora and Fauna series introduced by the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, which began in 1983 and continued until the early 1990s. This coin was designed as a part of the broader campaign to promote awareness of the country's rich natural heritage, as well as to instill a sense of patriotism among citizens. Instead of using abstract or foreign imagery, the Central Bank of the Philippines chose to highlight notable Filipino figures, native animals and plants, and national achievements on their coins and notes. The obverse of the 1989 2-peso coin features the bust of President Jose Rizal, who is considered the national hero of the Philippines. Rizal was a reformist writer, physician, and revolutionary who wrote the famous novels Noli Me Tangere and El Filibusterismo, which inspired a movement against the Spanish colonizers. The image used on the coin is a profile view of Rizal dressed in traditional formal wear. Looking calm, determined, and forward-thinking beneath his bust are the words Republika ng Pilipinas and the year of minting 1989. This image of Rizal served as both a tribute to his legacy and a constant reminder of Filipino sacrifice, intelligence, and hope for a better future. On the reverse side of the coin, we see the denomination prominently written as Dalawang Piso, surrounded by native flora and fauna, specifically the Philippine eagle, or Pithecophaga jefferyi, which is one of the rarest and most powerful birds of prey in the world, and also the national bird of the Philippines. The eagle is shown in a poised stance, capturing the strength and uniqueness of the nation. The inclusion of this endangered species was not random. It was a subtle yet powerful message that the country needed to take pride in and protect its own natural environment and cultural identity. The metal composition of the 1989 2-peso coin consists of copper-nickel, and the coin weighs approximately 8.7 grams with a diameter of about 29 millimeters. It has a reeded edge, and its weighty feel and metallic ring when dropped give it a sense of permanence and importance not typically associated with small denominations. At the time, coins of such size were slowly being phased out globally in favor of lighter, smaller coins, but the Philippines retained this format to maintain durability and longevity in circulation. What makes the 1989 2-peso coin especially interesting to collectors is not just the design, but also its relative scarcity in the modern coin market. As the years passed, many of these coins were withdrawn from circulation, melted down, or lost, making well-preserved examples increasingly rare today. Numismatists and Filipino history enthusiasts search for uncirculated or mint-condition pieces often housed in private collections, or auctioned for significant sums beyond this. Some varieties of the 1989 2-peso may contain minting errors such as double dies, off-centering, or misaligned edges, which further increase their desirability and market value. When analyzing the economic context of the Philippines in 1989, it's clear that this coin came into existence during a period of fiscal restructuring, national debt management, and currency stabilization, following the turbulent post-Marcos years' inflation, was a serious concern, and the central bank was under pressure to maintain both the value and the dignity of the Philippine peso coins. Like the two piso, served as everyday tools of the economy, but also as psychological symbols of monetary trust. When people saw Jose Rizal on their coins, they felt reassured of continuity and national legacy. By 1995, the Banco Central introduced the BSP series, which replaced the flora and fauna designs, signaling a new phase in the country's monetary history. However, the coins from the earlier series, especially the 1989 2 Piso, remained memorable among the public because they were used during important years of democratic recovery, public protests, policy change, and economic restructuring. These coins witnessed the rise of freedom of the press, the rebuilding of institutions, and the return of public trust in democratic processes. There is a growing market today for Philippine coins, especially those from the transitional decades of the 1980s and 1990s. Collectors, both local and international, look for specific years like 1989 because they represent key turning points in national history. Coin grading companies now offer services to grade Philippine coins on the basis of surface preservation, strike clarity, and eye appeal. A 1989 2 Piso in MS condition or mint state can fetch multiple times its face value, especially if it features any unique varieties or is part of a complete flora and fauna set. Social media platforms, coin collecting forums, and YouTube channels have played a major role in educating the masses about the historical and collectible value of coins like this. Many coin vloggers highlight the differences between circulated and uncirculated specimens, discuss price trends, and even host live auctions or buy-sell events where Filipino collectors come together to preserve and exchange their numismatic treasures. The 1989 2 Piso coin has become a regular subject of such discussions due to its iconic imagery and nostalgic value. Another dimension to the 2 Piso coin from 1989 is its role in the Filipino diaspora. Many overseas Filipino workers who left the country during or after the 1980s still keep these coins as sentimental tokens from home. They're more than money. They are frozen memories of sari-sari stores, jeepney rides, school lunches, and national holidays over time. These coins have crossed borders and are now part of collections in the United States, Canada, Australia, and across Europe, helping to spread the story of the Philippines far and wide. Collectors always advise paying close attention to the coin's condition, specific mint marks errors, and overall rarity when evaluating potential value. For example, a coin that has retained its original luster, has no scratches, and shows a strong strike of the image will always perform better on the collector's market than one that has been heavily circulated or damaged. Also, coins with off-centered prints or doubling on the lettering are considered highly collectible because of their unique character and manufacturing anomaly. In conclusion, the 1989 2 Piso coin is more than a currency. It is a piece of Filipino cultural history. It represents the nation's political journey, its appreciation for heritage and nature, and its enduring spirit of hope and progress. Coins like these were part of everyday life, yet now they carry extraordinary meaning, especially for those who recognize the symbols etched into their metallic face. It is for this reason that the 1989 2 Piso remains one of the most respected, admired, and hunted coins in the numismatic community. And whether you are a collector, a historian, or someone just rediscovering old change from a drawer, this coin invites you to take a second look and perhaps discover a treasure hidden in plain sight.